Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock thread.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news.
It's very outside of the box.
Nailed it.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares. Shut up.
A to B. Uncut. Is that you?
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered cast on it.
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shattered Cast Uncut, episode 322. That's right, 322. Wow, 3 more. We'll be at 325, and that's how much gas costs a gallon. I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, and with me tonight are 2 members of the Furious 4. Probably be joined by an extra one later on tonight. Coming up first is everyone's favorite courtroom attorney and everyone's favorite outside spoon. The one, the only, T2RX6, Justin.
I was wondering which way you're going with this.
I know, I forgot I was going to do that every week, where I just completely wrong.
I'm okay with it. I'll allow it.
You're not even a lawyer. I mean, come on. It's like, you're a phony.
Mm-hmm.
Scalper. Probably buy all the Red Hulks.
I do.
He's a lion.
And I just paint him green. And I sell him on eBay.
Then he returns them to get his money back at Walmart.
Sweet. I'm going to customize this to a green Hulk.
Yeah, they don't have a green Hulk sculpt. And, of course, coming up right behind him, you heard him talking. He is everyone's favorite engineer. He was also recently acquitted while trying to sexually assault a soda vending machine. Mr. Robert D.
How do you sexually assault a soda vending machine?
The change slot I was going with, or
not like the can hole at least. You got to give it a change
if it curves
slot?
up, go for it.
Jesus, that's a small dick joke too.
Hey,
2 and 1.
you know who else is joining us? You know who else is joining us? Maybe.
Who else?
Who else is joining us? If he picks up the phone.
Hey man, how y'all doing tonight?
There he is.
Are y'all live?
We're live.
We should do it live.
We're just doing intros. How are you, Matt?
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
Doing good. He is everybody's Hasbro champion. He is the cream pie legend himself.
Hey, Oscar.
He is the king of roll tide. Don't interrupt me during the intros, boy.
All right, son.
I'll throw you on the ground, make love to your mouth. My mouth. It's called kissing.
That's what Spirits is going to do to you at TFCon. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. He ain't got the balls to try it. I'll squeeze my ass cheeks and run around the room. One and only Matthew Deluxe Baldwin.
Hey, everybody. Sorry I'm late. Just got off work and everything. So.
Actually, nobody but us knows that you're late because we just started. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was perfect timing, actually.
Oh, good.
I apparently raped the soda machine coin slot,
and I become a lawyer.
And Justin became a lawyer.
Well,
but I was
good.
acquitted.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Hey, reach for the sky, man. Reach for the sky.
That's what they said to me before when I got arrested.
What did you tell the Coca-Cola label with 2 black eyes on the O's, Matthew?
I don't know. Roll Tide?
Nothing. You done told it twice.
That is true. Keep your pep hands strong, bitches.
Goddamn right, man. Roll Tide.
Take that shit to the cafe. They love that shit.
Right now.
Oh, man.
Let's go ahead and get started with anybody getting anything this week. We'll get started with our inbound call center member here. Matthew, what'd you get this week?
I got from, I told you last week I was going to get the deluxes from Earthrise, so I got Wheeljack, Ironworks, Moist Hoist, and...
Moist?
Yeah, Moist Hoist, and Cliff Jumper. And, yay! And I think that's it. That's all I got this week.
How you liking that Wheeljack, buddy?
I have, he's my next review. I'll be reviewing him tonight after we get off STU. The 3 are good. I liked them. Cliff Jumper I really liked. I thought he was fun. You know, he looks like a Legends figure, but he transforms like a deluxe figure, and he's a lot of fun. The paint job is really good.
Yeah, isn't it? Like, I feel like the amount of trash people have talked about the Cliff Jumper mold because he's smaller and stuff. And like, I feel like he's probably one of the like, Wheeljack I think is the best, but I think he is way better than Hoist.
Dude,
Why would you complain that the Cliff Jumper's small? He's supposed to be small.
Because people are like, well, he's so small, he shouldn't be $20. He should be a legend, and I don't agree with that because I think you got to look at parts count and stuff.
Yeah, the engineering, the paint, the playability alone. It's just a fun train. The skiing thing, they didn't have to add that shit in.
Yeah,
they did that. It was cool.
Yeah,
they're just ripping off the X-Transbots. They did it first, Brad.
Yeah, I feel like if you ended up comparing this based on like plastic and stuff like that, like I think you would be surprised that he probably uses the same amount of plastic as Hoist.
And you just said paint too, right?
Oh, it's all painted. All red is painted. It's fucking sweet.
Yeah, it's really nicely done.
You can't just base price on the size of the character itself when it's in scale with your other characters from that line if it has all these attributes.
And there lies the problem with the Transformer reviewers that, you know, they're the type of people that I think you could do to like, well, you know, I'll take your $1, but I'll give you these 2 quarters, and 2 is more than 1, and yeah, they would totally buy that, you know.
Yeah,
So.
I don't mind the parts forming. I think it's cool. And you know, and speaking of reviews, okay, so I'm sorry, I'm gonna get a little tangent. So I asked a question today. Do we need Masterpiece to car Masterpiece and everything? And man, people are just throwing fits.
For the record, that is a fair question to ask in this fucking community.
Yeah, but no, well, for some people gave me we don't need Transformers. I fucking know that. Really, I do. I understand we don't need Transformers, but it's not the question I'm asking. You know, and then I got some, you know, imbecile like, this guy just pushing his videos, and I'm like, yeah, I make content on my YouTube channel. I want people to watch it. You know, it's not that hard, but, you know, and I was nice to him. I was like, hey, you know, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm sorry that my video ruined your, you know, life, you know, today. I apologize for that. But, you know, it's
at least you weren't passive aggressive.
I know. But it's just, I asked a simple question, and people, you know, want to push back. You know, a lot of it is positive. I say 95 to 98% of it's positive. I got some great responses. You know, we don't need to car, or yes, you know, I love third party, and that's fine. That's what I want to hear. But when you just say, you know, we don't need Transformers, I'm just like, come on now.
I was thinking about it today based on your question, Matt, and I've come to the conclusion, if my house were to burn down tomorrow, I was like, what would I replace from my collection? And you know what? None of it would be the masterpieces. I would just flat out go ahead and replace my Legends because I'm so much happier with the Legends because they're fun to flip back and forth and put on a shelf and stuff like that. They take up like just so much less room.
Minimal space.
Yeah.
I just put the question out.
I would not buy Masterpiece anymore.
I love to see people interact. It's just a good question. Like Oscar said, it is a, you know, fair, decent question. Like, do we really need Masterpiece with third party filling all the gaps, so to speak? So, you know, that's just a simple question, but people are taking it literally. I'm just like, we don't need Transformers.
I don't think that's a fair question.
Dude, you're talking
to
Robert.
Fuck you, Robert.
God damn it, Matthew. Not even 5 minutes in.
My bad. I'm sorry. I was thinking about on the way home. I have a 35-minute drive, and I'm just like, it really just irked me a little bit. It shouldn't. Oscar, you said the best thing it says is don't let them get to you. And I normally don't. But that's
just talking about the Russians.
Okay. Anyways, it kind of irked me a little bit when I read some of the responses. I'm just like, I mean, do you think I'm a fucking idiot that I don't know we don't need Transformers? I'm like, come on now. But
I look at it this way. Those that can't criticize, they will sit there and say all the shit in the world about, oh, what's this guy doing putting his stuff on here again, man? That's fucking bullshit.
He's just trying to promote a video he made. This guy doesn't mean it.
Yeah, this guy's a bunch of shit.
I thought it was a good question, to be honest. I really thought it was.
It is a good question, dude. It's just, sadly, you have to look at it this way. And my point was very proven recently, Realm. But if you're an artist of any kind, if you take nothing, whether it be a blank computer screen, a blank piece of paper, or in this case, sit in a room in front of a camera and put yourself out there, and you produce something that's out there, you are an artist. You understand? Cut the modesty bullshit. Like, well, I'm not no, fuck that, dude. You made something from nothing. You grabbed the camera and you made some little bit of video. You're an artist. And the one thing you need to understand is not everyone's gonna like what you make.
Right, I understand that. Mm-hmm.
You know, and the thing is, you better grow some thick fucking skin.
Yeah, and normally I do. Like I said, normally I do.
And your reply to that conversation was very thick-skinned, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Don't take it out of context.
No.
It was you labeled it perfectly. Hey, you don't like it? Great, that's fine, man. Have a great day.
Mm-hmm. Keep scrolling.
Well,
keep
Matt's
scrolling.
not an artist. He's an artiste.
Mm-hmm.
Robert D. Me and Robert D had a little conversation last night. I really appreciate him calling me. That felt good. That felt good.
It was nice chatting with him.
But no, that's all I got. I'm sorry, I'm off my soapbox, and that's all I got for this week. Thank y'all.
Okay. All right. Robert, what'd you get this week? Did China send you anything?
Oh, yes, I did get something from China. No, I got it from BBTS, actually, not from China. I got...
it's from China, though.
It is from China, which is weird. I'm like, oh, the box, you know.
It looks kind of sickly.
Yeah. Well, I got the 3-0 Prime came in.
Nice.
Really good to Bumblebee, and they're super hefty. And I said this to all of you already individually, but I see the difference. It's interesting, lifting up like Flame Toys Tarn, and he's hefty. Like the Prime is significantly heftier than the Flame Toys Tarn. There is a lot more paint on the Flame Toys Tarn, but there's a lot of detailed paint apps on the Flame. Did I say Flame Toys Tarn? There's a lot more paint on the 3-0 Prime. But there's still a lot of paint on the Flame Toys Tarn. I think the difference in price goes to the engineering. Like, they're well engineered. They're well worth the money, the 3-0. Like, if there was no such thing as these Flame Toys figures, this is freaking the pinnacle, you know, of non-transforming figures. The difference, I think, is in the engineering and the movable parts, because like what 3-0 seems to do more of is just when they move a joint, they'll have a piece underneath that is there to cover up the unsightliness and make it look good, which is great. Like, you know, I remember at TFCon, I marveled at the ab crunch and how the spine bent when you bent the 3-0 Prime, you know, it was ab crunch. But then when I had it in hand, I looked at it again, I realized, oh, okay, the chest cavity just bends forward, and then there's just a sculpted bent spine underneath that's revealed, and that's fine, you know. But it's, you know, it's compared to like the Flame Toys Prime, like when you bend his leg, there's a thigh, a hamstring, a kneecap, and even his heel and toe all shift simultaneously to maintain the lines. Mm-hmm. So that explains the price difference, I think. But interestingly, like when I picked up the Tarn, the Flame Toys Tarn, to just compare the two, the joints on them are not holding up well over time, at least on the Tarn.
Mine isn't either.
The drift is, but not the Tarn.
Do you feel like they're more fragile than the 3-0?
Yes. Well, there are little bits on the 3-0 pieces that feel fragile, but they're so obviously fragile that you kind of just stay careful around it. And on the Flame Toy stuff, they're so hefty, you don't realize that you might be messing with something that's fragile, you know. But it's more like just the joints are failing. You know, and I was actually chatting with TJ Duckett. I was chatting with TJ Omega. You know, doing cosplay.
How are you gonna send me these cookies?
We were doing Kamen Rider cosplay video chat just for the fun of it, you know.
He'll be at TFCon, won't he? He's in Florida.
I don't know. I've reached out. I haven't heard back from him yet. It depends what his depends if he's able to or not.
Gotcha. I knew he was in Florida though, so I thought it might be easy for him to get there.
Like Prime's antenna are pretty solid feeling, but there's some bits that I feel like could break, like where his but I'm not going to test it, see if they will. But I mean, he's got some movable parts that might be fragile, you know, thin. Most of it's pretty solid. Though I mean, these are chunky, beefy, well articulated. They're well
chunky.
You know, there's more articulation in the figures than you realize, because you don't know what to force and what's not supposed to move. You have that typical age-old problem, like in his feet and stuff. You're like, no, he's got to have a foot tilt. He has to. And you realize, oh, it's just got to kind of work itself, and then it'll move, and then it'll loosen up a bit. But there's a few pieces that feel like if you're not careful, if you're manhandling the thing, you could damage it. But it's an expensive figure. Nothing's really like crappy. none of it feels crappy on either line, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But TJ Duckett had warned me about like Sentinel, you know, because that's Flame Toys, and how like a lot of the Sentinel QC is not good. I didn't have much Sentinel. I just had War of the Battle of the Planets and then Flame Toys, and then those Robotech motorcycle guys, and those are really poorly done in terms of QC, not in terms of like engineering and materials. It's just like tolerances. But then I'm seeing this, and he mentioned his Tarn, his legs, like the thighs, not all the joints. Some of the joints are super solid, but like this guy's legs and his legs are very loose now, and I haven't really moved him from the shelf in quite a while. You know, and Justin, the resident scientist, has addressed the issue. He explained it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
He said it's because of, you know, contracting and expanding with heat and everything over time. What did you call it? The materials do what?
They just the materials properties just change a little. It's the same reason like your old action figures and stuff get stiffer or looser. It's because the properties of that material have changed over time.
Tonight I'm going to be like, hey, Belisa, the properties of my painter are changing over time.
That does happen too. So.
But yeah, no, but I mean, so it's really
I have
cool.
to take pills for that.
It's really cool, like, you know, to have these different lines of high-end figures, you know, and they're very different. I don't feel like I'm getting competing lines, which I tend to do, like between New Age and Magic Square and blah, you know, it's like the 3-0 stuff is great for the Bumblebee movie, and I love the aesthetic. I really do. This is what I wanted Bayverse to always be, in terms of like just a live-action take on the Transformer stuff, you know. And Flame Toys doesn't purport to be that, you know. So I'm good with both lines. Fucking expensive stuff, though. But that's it. That's it, man. Oh, and I got Corona.
What? What?
Yeah,
coronavirus.
Oh. Justin, what'd you get this week?
So the only thing I got this week, which I'm sorry did not impress Matthew Baldwin, apparently, I told him I got Siege Sideswipe, and he said his only response to me was, okay. I'm like, well, there goes that conversation.
Wow.
You did? You did?
I did.
Wait, I said okay? Man, I wasn't even... I didn't
I'll screenshot that shit and send it right back to you, Matt.
I'll go, hold on. Where did I say
I said okay?
Oh, I did. I did.
I was like, I guess Matt doesn't want to talk to me. Fucking asshole.
No, whatever. What you had? He said, let me get a... Oh, dude, I was supposed to send you Optimus Prime, wasn't I?
No, don't worry about it. No rush. I got to send you stuff, too, so...
Okay, fuck, I forgot all about that till now. I just looked at the
Send me Optimus Prime. Let me do a big dumb tour review on him. The vicious kind.
Well, which one do you... I got to send it to Justin first, and I guess Justin can send it to you.
I can send it to you, yeah.
Urfraz.
I've got more stuff to send to Oscar too, because I keep meaning to send Oscar stuff, and then things come up.
Vice versa.
Like,
okay, it's vice versa here.
Yeah, don't worry about it. No rush.
Stupid
so
things.
they're all sitting on a table here, and I I either get food poisoning or something else, and it doesn't happen.
So you just now got Sideswipe?
Yeah, I just got them.
I thought you had them.
No, I just got them like
That's
over the weekend.
I said okay.
So. I know. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not good enough for Matt here.
I bet.
So,
hey, I'm YouTube famous now, so
I know. I like him though. He's fun. He's a fun
modest.
It only takes like 30 seconds to transform it. Like literally, he's the transformer that you can transform in the time it takes to make the transformation sound. If that's your thing, like that's pretty good for it, you know.
I do love, and I also love the recolor they're doing. The Decepticon one, or looks like the Shattered Glass kind of one. It's got the battle damage. That looks really good too.
Yeah, I've almost wanted to, and like. It's probably a good thing that my Walmart doesn't stock anything, because I was like, I kind of want those like little Battle Masters with like the little action, like the little accessory pieces. Like, I'm surprised the third-party company just hasn't come and put out a whole bunch of those little accessory pieces in like one package, because that would sell really well. Even if Hasbro did it themselves, but like.
Oh, you mean the blast effects?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people have been making them. I forgot the guy's name. I've mentioned it on one of the videos I've done, but
oh my God!
I know,
Matthew the plugger.
Plug it. No, they did different colors and stuff and everything. Did it really good. I mean, he just took the ones that were out, and I think he even made some newer ones.
Yeah.
I have to look it up. I forgot who did it, but a couple. I think maybe 1 or 2 people were making those.
Yeah, if you know who it is, let me know, because that's definitely something I'd be interested in. Because like I don't really care about most of the Battle Masters, but those effect pieces are really cool.
Oh yeah.
And that's all I got. So.
Oh, Oscar, what did you
I
get?
actually got stuff this week. I got a decent little haul.
Yay!
In the cafe, I scored me a ape face from the Siege line for $21.
Okay.
Cost a poor guy.
Oh,
$8
see, it's
ship.
not even good enough for Matt now. Okay, that's all he has to say.
Say what?
That's all I said was okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Justin is extra savage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got ape face from the Siege line. Heavy guy, but I don't know. I like for some reason when I got him out the box, I'm like, oh hey, look at this like paint job. Does he glow in the dark? No, it's just shit. Okay, so
yeah, he wasn't that good.
And then what else? So I went to Best Buy because I was looking to get a new phone case for my phone, and some guy saw me with my little robot Emperor T-shirt that I made available at Teesprings, teesprings.com. He's like, oh, you like Transformers? I'm like, yeah, well, we carry them here. Like, I've seen the photos. I'm like, this is Ocala, man. They ain't gonna have no fucking Transformers at Best Buy.
That's weird. Best Buy
I
been
walk
doing
over,
Marvel Legends too.
and I see, like, the special edition Marvel Black Series, the Black Series Luke with the training helmet on and shit, I look over to my right on the ground. I see Optimus Prime from Earthrise. I was like, oh, shit. And then I see Starscream on top.
Oh, nice.
I was like, well, fuck you, Prime. I'm a Seeker fan, so I picked up Starscream. And may I say, a lot of people are saying this is just a re-engineered, upscaled version of the classics that we got way back in, when was it, Matt? Like fucking 2002?
No, it'd be 2000. They came out classics, so that'd be around 2008, 9, something like that.
Yeah,
maybe 10.
So let me explain something to people. The Studio Series Starscream, that's an upscaled version of the deluxe class. It transforms the same way and everything. All right, don't try to fight me on it, because I know I'm right on that. But this bitch right here, I'm going to say right now, is a reimagining of that mold from 2010, 2011. And it is wonderful. I'm a Seeker fanboy. You know this, Matthew. You're a Starscream fan.
I like Seekers, yeah. They're all right.
And I am waiting for the recolors of every variant of these guys.
Yeah. I've watched some of the videos on it, and I can see where you could say it's an upscale, but, like, there's so much of the engineering that's different that, like, it's, like, they borrowed the engineering off of something that worked the same way that Optimus has been having his arms fold into the cab since G1. Like, they found something that works, and they've reused it in a later mold, So, I don't know. It'd be like calling classics like an upscale version of G1. Like, it's not really true,
The only thing that really irritates me is lack of wrist articulation.
And waist rotation, too.
That is true. I mean, I can kind of get over that. That isn't a breaker. Like, everyone knows in this podcast already, I like to pose my fucking toys like they're going Super Saiyan, all right? I can't do this with this Starscream. I was able to do that with the Siege Starscream.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You did it with Ape Face.
Huh?
You did it with Ape Face. Nah.
You can't do it with Ape Face. He ain't got no wrist articulation either.
I mean, that's the biggest thing was the waist rotation for me. And the jet mode looks really good, but once you start turning it upside down a little bit, you're like, I don't know about that.
I think it kind of cleans up a jet mode, man. So I'm going to disagree with you. I think I adore jet mode. I miss my, landing gear coming out of the fucking shins, like in the old classics.
Yeah.
But other than that, I really love this mold. I cannot wait to get my Thundercracker, my Sky Warp, and then my Cone Heads. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fucking Roll Tide. This shit's a fucking 9 out of 10. Sorry, the wrist articulation kills it for me. And that head is shiny.
I love the Siege one. I just think it's a step. I don't want to say it's a big step back, but it's a tad of a step back from the Siege one.
No, I agree because of the wrist articulation.
Yeah.
And actually the waist. I think if the waist articulation had something, I'd be like, okay, it's on. If there was a waist articulation, it'd be fucking a grand slam.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I agree. Definitely agree on that.
And my buddy Ryan is going to be coming over this weekend. He picked up a grapple for me out there in the wild out by him in Gainesville.
Oh, nice.
If he's not dead. Huh?
He's a hunter?
He hunts for me, yes.
He's a hunter?
He's motivated.
Make sure he wears
he's motivated by his
orange
13-year-old.
Hey, be careful with those pegs, man, when you're transforming, okay?
Oh, on a grapple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to sand down the rear pegs a little.
Yeah. Sand a little bit. Just a little bit. Take some butter or whatever and just slap it on there.
Maybe a lighter. You could use the lighter.
Or a knife.
That's a pretty funny video.
I saw that thumbnail for Matt's video. I saw him with a bitch cutter flipped out, like fucking slice open a Klingon throat. And I'm like, oh, this is not going to go well. I was like, why is I getting all these thumbs down?
I know that's the most thumbs down I've ever got on a video, and I just didn't. I'm like, I said it during the video. I'm like, this is a parody. My friend Larkin's Lair made a legit one. Go check it out. I'm just making fun of this one, but still, people didn't get the joke. I'm just like, really, don't take butter to your transformer.
I mean, take butter to your transformer if you want it to your transformer.
Yeah, that's true.
We should make it a plot, just like 4chan did a whole freaking campaign with the new iPhones that came out without headphone jacks, and they had people believing that all you had to do was drill a hole into the bottom of your iPhone and it worked. Oh God, that was a thing. So, very happy with this Starscream. Good. 9 out of 10. Loses at 1 point because of no wrist articulation or waist articulation. I honestly will sit there and say, and I'm probably going to catch some shit for this, mini masterpiece. Yeah. Mini masterpiece.
You want a mini masterpiece, I think you should get New Age Starscream.
Yes, 100%.
That's a wonderful, wonderful transformer.
That's why I said I do not need masterpiece anymore. I would just solely buy my New Age stuff again if everything burnt down. So.
And I am going to look forward to hunting down Legend scale Thundercracker from New Age.
Nice. Are you looking? I mean, I know you're going. Are you going all weekend for the TFCon?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I am going the whole weekend. I am planning. I'm not going to do a lot of buying of toys. Like I got a couple of things I'm going to pick up. One of them is the DJD Iron Factory Merrick, which is
nice.
Helix. Is that his name?
Yeah.
I got to find him because no one online is stocking him at the moment. That is in America. Shut up, Robert. and then I'm going to pick up probably MMC's Jaguar because it's a very articulated Ravage, and I'd love to have that in my collection.
Okay, very nice.
So
I wish I was going.
Maybe get the Brawn and the Guzzle 2-pack.
MMC. Okay. Yep. Nice. I wish I was going, man. I know it's going to be a good time. Cover your mouth, man. Don't get the coronas.
I can't make promises. I promised Justin Christian I'd just tongue kiss him when I see him.
Well, you going?
Yeah.
Nobody else is going. That's why he's going.
He's afraid.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna whoop it. Somebody's gonna whoop his ass one of these days.
You'll just be like tripping balls and be like, "Why is everyone mad at me?"
Nice.
That's cool, man.
I'm looking forward to meeting him and everyone from TKO. Those are good people.
Oh yeah.
Meeting up with Spiros.
And William Fong gonna be there?
Hold on, and William Fong, if you're listening, I'm totally gonna take a photo of you jumping in my arms like we're doing our rendition of Scooby and Shaggy.
That's a good dude, man. I got to meet him at TFCon 2 years ago, or was it 2 or 3 years? I don't know, but that's a wonderful man.
Yep.
When I was checking in at Reston for that TFCon, Willie ran up next to me and he was like, "Honey, did you get our room yet? Oh, I can't wait to get up there."
Should have replied with, "Get back in the car, Karen."
Down. Don't make me get my pimp hand strong.
I just hope Willie Fong is dressed up like a vampire for TFCon.
Oh, he has to be, man. Mind wipe.
I feel like I wouldn't recognize him if he's not dressed up like a vampire now.
Oh, that's gonna be so much fun, man. I'm jealous of you, Oscar. It's gonna be cool.
Face, come on now. We'll make that meeting awkward. Like walking in on someone as they're wiping in the men's room and you just make eye contact.
Who's all going from TK? I know Justin Lynette's probably going. JL.
JL's going.
Oh, wow.
So, them two. That's why we're going to touch peeners. It's not going to be weird.
When you see JL, can you please put him in a bear hug, and pick him up. Or actually, you're supposed to do it like straight armed under his armpits, pick him up like a baby. Tell him it's from me.
This is not a knock against JL. I'm not about to throw my back out picking up no grown ass men like that, Robert.
Hey, that's a funny ass dude. I love that guy like a step cousin, man. He's awesome.
Like a step cousin.
If it was a blood relative, then
Pornhub, whatever.
What are you doing in my room, step brother? Get out of here.
You know what I'm doing here, boy.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm excited for you, man. That's awesome, dude.
I hope you have fun. You know what I mean? I hope it's a fun, relaxed time.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely.
When is B? What is it? Not this weekend, but the next weekend, correct?
Next weekend, yeah.
Okay, cool. I wonder if they're going to show us anything new. I wonder if third-party panel's going to.
They did announce their exclusive.
I added that to the news so we can.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
spoilers.
Spoilers. Someone on this podcast named their child after it because it's fucking beautiful.
Ryan.
That's right.
What the hell are you talking about?
Are you taking the better half with you?
No, she is actually out of town that week for a show.
You can't bring a cat to TFCon.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. I got that kitten, dude, and I did call the front desk. I was like, "Hey, if it behaves itself, can I bring my cat?"
You should have said your companion, your comfort companion, whatever.
I'm not saying that shit. That's some no.
I'm gonna punch it in the face.
Shut your damn mouth, cat. You're stupid.
Well, that's cool.
Anger soothes me. It's like it's my comfort animal, my companion. Then you just fucking punch your cat in the face repeatedly while you're walking around.
Horrible, dude. Stop.
Well, you're gonna be by yourself. All right, gay orgies everywhere. All right.
I just want to see Oscar dressed up as Whirl and his cat dressed up as quote unquote kitty.
Nice.
Make it happen, Oscar.
That will win the cosplay.
Gouge one of my eyes out. Oh, this is gonna be worth it.
This will be worth
it. I'm gonna win $5 to anything I want in the convention hall. Right.
For a second, I thought he was making fun of my cat, and then I realized he was talking about Whirl.
But yeah, very cool news. Very cool news, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Looking forward to it. So, moving on to the news.
Third-party Shameful Treason.
You got Matrix Workshop jetpack for Earthrise Prime.
This is an interesting decision, I feel like.
That's pretty cool.
I'm going to go with Mr. Aaron Smith here and say it is cute.
It may be that it's cast in white right now, but it just reminds me more of Brunt than it does. Is it Brunt? That's the little tank guy that came with Metroplex, right? Maybe that's not Brunt.
No, that's
Slammer.
Yeah, Brunt was Triptychon.
Yeah, Brunt was Triptychon, yeah. So it reminds me more of Slammer than it does Roller. But that is supposed to be Roller from the side, right?
Yeah. I just ordered some stuff from Matrix Workshop. I ordered a bunch of filler stuff and some extra weapons for my Siege stuff. So I'll be getting some new stuff from Workshop and whatever, the one Shockwave's Lab or some shit.
So what kind of fillers do they offer? I actually am not familiar with this company.
I did see Shockwave's Lab. They did one for Soundwave that fills in the forearms.
Mm-hmm.
You can remove them, bring in the fist, put them back. Doesn't inhibit transformation.
They have RC camel toe fillers.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Exactly. That's the number one seller. No, they got fillers for like Ironhide and Ratchet and.
Okay, so the Siege line,
yes.
far. Okay, so this is something like. Well, obviously.
Weapons. They got weapons for the Earthrise stuff already for like Cliffjumper. They got some weapons for him, and some other stuff. So I go on TF. Yeah, go on TF Safari and then check out the add-on kits, and they got a lot. Matrix Workshop. They got some. Pretty cool stuff. I got extra weapons for Ironhide, and I got some fillers and stuff.
Interesting.
I'm cool with fillers, but that's for like the when you're like, I need to buy this weapon upgrade set, that's like early on in a collection. You know what I mean? When you're not inundated. With accessories. The straw that broke the camel's back for me was Iron Factory Megatron. I swear to God. I was so done at that point with fucking accessories.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know
what was wrong with Iron Factory Megatron.
Oh, the accessories. It had so many accessories. Like, I was like, and they were all really good, but it was just overload. And I was like, I'm done. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck this. No more.
Robert's like, I hate this
posing
toy. It
guns.
has accessories. So.
Because there's 4, different Megatrons. You had to, you can do a little swap out of stuff and everything. So it's a good Megatron, though. I'll say that.
It's a great Megatron.
This is pretty cool. The little jetpack, that's a nice little accessory, that's gonna go in the box or something. But if you, pose your Transformers, or take pictures and everything, I think this will be pretty cool.
Well, and the thing I like about it is it does double as roller. Now, the one thing I would like about this more is if it had like flip out panels. So in one mode it was roller, but then you could like open up a panel and flip out the thrusters, and then with the jetpack.
Fucking put roller on the floor and he fucking shoots away at 500 miles an hour.
Exactly. So I mean that's just personally that's what I would like to have seen instead of just casting it like this, like just a little bit of engineering in there. So like one mode is clearly roller, and then like one is clearly a jetpack.
Someone is making a roller for the Prime from Earthrise. It's completely just roller. It's not a jetpack or anything. So somebody is making one of those.
I'll tell you who's doing that. It's probably gonna end up being Hasbro. I wouldn't even doubt that there's a Earthrise roller in the works.
Oh, as a weaponizer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
that'd be pretty smart. Or I mean, that TFC roller must be going for some pretty good cash right about now.
When
that was
I
the first
think,
video I saw Justin do. Sorry.
Whenever I see a vehicle with tank treads, I always think this thing needs rockets on the back of it.
Oh, it's my first thought too.
Oh God, you don't imagine. You got a problem. Like you get this set, you get accessory packs nowadays, right? You get these third-party upgrade kits, and you just get the accessory and you put it right in the baggie with the rest of the accessories.
Well, that's the thing. Is like for me, like a lot of the interest for this to me is gonna end up being, like the Earthrise stuff is gonna be the filler stuff to make the figure look better on the shelf. Like extra guns and stuff, like that's cool, but like kind of don't care. You know what
I think you would care about? This specific jetpack roller thing. Actually, Justin, it looks like a fully transforming GoBot. You see roller mode, and then you see robot mode, and that's how GoBot's transformed. You just stand it up, and there you go. There's the GoBot. You see his goofy eyes.
True. Maybe the Wendy's
my God,
version.
That's horrible. I could see that.
I do see it. Yeah.
And his shitty arms, and his feet.
I
see what
you're talking about.
Shitty arms.
Kill me. Why do I exist to feel pain in your bar?
Justin, why did you buy me? Let me die.
Shitty arms.
His shitty fucking arms and his little feet. Come on, man. Look, he's got peg holes for hands.
India, my former life. Why did you buy me?
I can see it. I see what you're talking about.
I have peg holes and a robot vagina.
Oh, I love robot vaginas.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I can't wait for Nice to come out, man.
I pre-ordered that.
Did you? I'm gonna stare at the boobs. That's gonna be my review for her. I'm just gonna stare at the boobs.
Well, looking at the floor model sample thing, it does not look the same as the renders. It looks a little, I don't know. The colors seem different. The color matters. I don't know. We'll see what it's like in hand. Hopefully, that's just a work in progress, and they go back to the.
It looks like it's really the nice shiny pink. It's got a nice shiny pink to it.
I don't like RC with like a darker pink. I feel like she needs to have a lighter pink.
Gotcha. G1. Gotcha.
Yeah, G1.
I would have gone with more of a fluorescent pink. Go with that 90s flare.
Oh, yeah.
You could put some like blue and red triangles and squares around her.
I'm lost.
I'm always lost. What we got next? What's up next?
Coming up next is the what's it called again? Studio Cell.
Why is the diabetes cat staring right at me with Unicron?
He wants to make you feel uncomfortable.
What's going on? This cat those chocolate. Oh, diabetes.
Can I shit in this?
So, I'm gonna tell a funny story real quick. So, some of you guys know I created a fake profile called Walter, and I had a photo of Walter's family on Facebook. Right? Reached out to a bunch of people. I messaged Bobby Skullface.
What?
And I sent him a message going, "You gonna pay for what you're doing to me, Bobby Skullface?" And Bobby's like, he reads it, doesn't reply, right? I'm like,
Bring that energy.
You're scared. So then, like, I reach out to Bobby, like, "Hey, man, how's it going?" He's like, "It's going good. It's going good." I'm like, I can't do this. I'm sorry. I'm laughing so hard. I have this backup Facebook profile called Walter. He's like, "Oh, motherfucker." I'm like, I'm over here thinking, like, why is this guy threatening me? Because I was going to end it with, like, "You did this to me. You gave me diabetes.
You did this to me."
You gave me diabetes.
Dude, Thomas Lockhart said it's giving the cat diabetes.
That's a cute cat, man. Oh,
that's just an awesome picture, man. That's just, he's looking right at it, then he looks right at you and like, diabetes.
That UNICRON you got there looks like got a catnip center. Yeah.
But you know what? Other than the cat, it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. I like the Unicrons.
I'd rather put a pre-order in for the cat. No, I'm kidding.
That's cool. I mean, that's cool. That's cool.
So is this guy gonna have a head or what? Because every promo pic I've seen him in, it's like, you know.
So I think that they are purposely avoiding that because it's one less thing they can just be like, it's not Unicron, you know?
Yeah, there's no red flags. Hasbro's stupid enough that they're not gonna ever be like, "Oh, this is the same product." They really are.
And even
like, you're not so fast, Hasbro. It's really the Mexican Gundam from Gundam G Fighter.
They're being very careful on how they're displaying this. If you've noticed, they've never shown it full on with like the things open and stuff like Unicron. Like instead, the horns are at the top and all this stuff. Like they are
smooth.
They are very careful on what they're showing to be like, no, it's not the same thing. See,
we're selling the cat. We're not selling the Unicron. We're selling the cat.
They know that we've all seen it already, so they're just showing us that this thing's ready to go soon.
Yep, pretty much.
I wonder if it isn't. I'd be pissed.
Be like, who's that supposed to be?
I'd be so pissed. I'd be so pissed if this fucking came like this.
What do you mean? Like what? Like that?
Yeah, like incomplete.
Oh, I thought it was punch counter punch.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be incomplete.
Can you imagine
in this case.
they pony up like $200-300 for this, and it comes without the head, and it's like, oh no, that's in prototype form.
Oh.
It's like, are you fucking serious?
I would like it. I wouldn't be cool. I wouldn't be pretty, pissed off if the head came separate, so you could have it like floating around, off your ceiling or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. But
I think that'd be pretty cool too. I think it's designed to look that way.
Yeah.
That would be pretty tight because you could have the planet resting aside, and you could just have the head like on your desk or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Or you fuck with your cat and give it diabetes.
Diabetes.
Diabetes there. My leg hurts. Blood sugar's at 340.
Gotta chop off my leg. God damn it. Oh, there went my toes. There went my toes. Take it to the cafe, motherfucker.
I put it in the cafe right now. My feet hurt so bad. Speaking of hurt so bad,
TFCon 2020 exclusive.
Wah, yay.
Azalea protoform. So, funny thing, I had my wife read this to me today. And let's dispel a rumor going around in the realm of collectors are saying that some people are saying that would it be surprised if it's postponed or it gets canceled. As far as the Chosen Prime, which is like they're the people hosting TFCon, I guess.
Yeah, sponsors. Yeah.
They're platinum sponsors, I believe. Said as far as they know, there's no postponement, there is no cancellation of the convention. So
wow, fucking Ronald
I
McDonald.
hope it stays that way, but I wouldn't be surprised there's still another week. Things could always get worse. But looking at this Azalea, Robert, you own an Azalea, don't you?
Yeah, I got two.
Besides your kid?
I got two also.
Me and Matt both got two.
Yeah, I don't know why this would be postponed because all it is a recolor. They've already got two of this version out, so.
It's a great figure. It really is a great figure.
Yeah, it's a fun figure. Why the hell they got her on her knees like that, smiling? Come on now.
It's really highly posable. It's really beautiful.
Fucking Ronald McDonald. Are you getting this, Oscar? Are you gonna get this one?
It depends what that price tag gonna be.
$90 probably. 90 to 100.
Depends what my budget's looking like, Bubba. I gotta sell some shit.
$90.
Try to sell some shit.
All right, Bubba.
And take care of other shit. But
so this is the protoform, I guess, from G1. I read some comments saying that this is perfect, for a TFCon exclusive, because I don't think this would have done that well released. And I mean, as far as a regular figure like Azalea or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that this is a perfect idea for a convention exclusive, because it's something that's going to be unique and limited to the con, and I think that's just fine. That's exactly what an exclusive should be, is kind of like those oddity things. So.
Yeah, it's a niche. It's a niche kind of thing. But,
right, because
I don't. Yeah.
The people who are screaming for it actually can attain this thing they want, and then the people who don't really care about it may care about it because it's a convention thing, So, yeah, I think that it totally makes sense to me for this to be a convention exclusive. So I don't know.
What
I
was you
don't
gonna
know.
say, Oscar?
Oscar said he'll be right back. I don't know how this would have sold outside of that either. Like, cause I don't particularly care about this paint job on RC.
Yeah.
But like as a convention exclusive, nothing wrong with it. So.
I wonder if they're gonna have any more convention exclusive.
I would think so, but it's kind of surprised we haven't seen anything up until just now. So.
I don't know the BotCon or TFCon, sorry, not BotCon, but TFCon last year, we didn't start getting stuff rolled out till like maybe 2 weeks out. Also,
rolled out.
That's true.
Roll out. But so I bet we'll get something. Another MMC will they'll put out something else, another recolor or something like that.
Yeah, usually
What
MMC
else?
has like 2, right?
I think so. Then we get something maybe from Planet X. I think did one. Who else did? Fans Projects usually does something maybe. I doubt they'll do something for this, but
yeah, I don't know if they're. Do they have any more of their G2 Stunticons to put out? I mean.
Oh yeah, X Transbot's still Motormaster. We need that's the last one we need for the G2. I bet we won't get that one. This one, I bet it'll be if they do another TFCon at the end of the year, I bet we'll get that Motormaster recolor, a G2 recolor.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I know we're waiting on a couple G2 things like that. So.
Yep. But I mean, this is fine. Like I said, it's for a niche kind of collector. If you want the Ronald McDonald or the Wheelie's mom or whatever you want to call her.
Right. If you really wanted this, there it is for you. And if you're the person who's like, I like to collect the convention exclusives and they stand out as something special, well, there you go too.
Yeah.
So.
It's a good figure too. Like Robert said, it is a good mold. I mean, I have the Shadow Panther whatever version, and I have the original version. It's a really good mold. So, there's that. Alrighty.
I've never messed with this mold, to be honest with you, but I've heard good things about it. I think I never really bothered with it because it's smaller than the Fans Toys one, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
So that's kind of why I just didn't have a reason to mess with it, but I've heard good things.
It independently scales with your Fans Toys Takara MP shelf, like Season 3. But, I mean, so if you only have that one and not the Fans Toys, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun it's a fun transformation back and forth. Also, it's a lot better than what Rouge was for Fans Toys as far as that. Now, I think that the Fans Toys looks better. I mean, it complements your 86 crew better than what MMC will. But as far as playing with or transforming back and forth, MMC definitely beats that one out, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've heard. So it's cool.
All right. What we got next? Official news? You want to talk about Hasbro has coronavirus?
Yeah, so this is we can get on to that, and we'll just fill in Oscar when he gets back. But I guess basically, Hasbro is saying that they are also impacted by the effects of the coronavirus, and I'm sure they are, given Chinese manufacturing and things like that. Aren't they in Vietnam now? They're in Vietnam, aren't they?
Vietnam. Yeah, they are. They're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Who knows nowadays?
Exactly.
So what happened? Man, this shit's getting serious, man. I was listening to ESPN. They're talking about maybe people not going to the basketball, NBA games or anything like that. They're going to be playing in front of nobody. They'll just be playing for the TV and everything. And I mean, it's getting. I don't know if it's just the media is hyping up a lot, and people are just going crazy.
It's largely that. So.
On the other hand, this is how shit starts. This is how an outbreak starts. People just don't care and don't pay attention about it, and then you're looking around like, oh shit, this is getting serious. We need toilet paper. Damn it, fucking toilet paper.
I saw a post on Reddit the other day where they said even with emergency rationing, people don't want to buy the shitty toilet paper. And just like just all the shitty toilet paper still in the store, but all the rest of it's all sold out. So, I mean, like, the coronavirus stuff is definitely a serious issue. It does spread, but I mean, I think it is being blown out of proportion a little bit when it's like kind of no more serious than the flu is generally. So.
Yeah, when I hear that shit, I'm just like, okay, I understand the flu takes out more people, but you still have to take in, to still pay attention to what this virus is.
Absolutely. I agree.
I just don't like when people just say, well, the flu kills. Well, yeah, I understand that. That's fine. The flu does. But you've also got to pay attention to this shit, too, because it will start killing people also.
Yeah. Of course. So I just, I guess the fear-mongering aspect of it is the part that's like, like, come on, like, it's probably good to have some things, and try to avoid going out in public places and stuff while it's going on. But, like, I mean, it's not the end of the world.
It's amazing that people think toilet paper is gonna. It's like that's like the main concern.
Like, we're done. We will never have anybody make any more toilet paper after this.
I need toilet paper. I'm gonna get a disease. We need toilet paper.
I can go outside and get some leaves and wipe my ass. To be honest,
it's just weird. It's like sometimes if it's a hurricane, it's milk and bread. Apparently, if it's a new strain of a cold virus,
you need toilet
paper.
What if zombies come out? What do we need?
Chicken noodle soup.
Shotgun.
Oh, okay. Definitely shotgun.
No, but I mean, in New York, we got hit. I think it's the most in the country now, and
no shit.
It's just it's weird. Like, it's in my area, people are just going to restaurants and stuff and acting like nothing's changed, and that's pretty irresponsible.
That's fucking Brooklyn for you right there, buddy. They don't give a fuck, man.
Same time, it's like you got to realize for most people, if you're under 50, you're not immunocompromised. And look, some people have children that are immunocompromised. We all have parents. Most of us, we have parents that we have to worry about. But in terms of that's okay. Most people are not at risk other than maybe experiencing like mild flu or cold-like symptoms. And you just got to try to not spread it. But people are really panicking. It's weird. I'm seeing a dichotomy. Some people are panicking to the point where it's obnoxious. And then other people are acting cavalier, like it's all bullshit. And it's just stupid. You got to stay middle ground. Wash your fucking hands, cough into your elbow, and, I mean, what's crazy is I feel bad about people that have to commute to go to work, like, because the trains are scary, man. I mean, New York City trains are packed for a long time. And that's so, like, they're like, what's weird to me, I feel like what our local government's doing is they're like containing, they're like a really mild containment zone in New Rochelle where like a hot spot is, and it's just like a mile diameter area where they're just shutting down any place where large groups congregate. Okay, but it's like people in New Rochelle, most people there are just commuting into Manhattan for work. They're taking the Metro North Railroad, and this has already happened to the point where everyone in New York has been in contact with this disease. They must have. That's a fucking, it's like everyone in the tri-state area is commuting towards New York to go to work and stuff. Most people, many people, put it that way. So it just seems like a stunt at this point to just keep the herd calm, You know
what makes me weird, really sad about this is it's taking this virus for people to start washing their hands. It's like, what? Shouldn't you be washing your hands anyways?
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. That's just common sense.
That's what worries me about TFCon, man.
Oh, stinky fatties. Stinky fatties. Take it to the bars.
Yeah, don't be picking up any toys there, Oscar. And let me just Let me just touch that. Mess with that. Just.
Yeah, one guy is like, I came all the way here from L.A. I work in the warehouses over by the bay, and you want to play with this Maki Toys Galvatron? No, man, I'm good. Come on.
Definitely need to have the Purell handy, guys, for real. And if you pick up a toy, once you put it down, it's obnoxious. Purell your hands.
Don't lick it.
Don't touch your face. Touch your face and just Purell your hands.
Man, I'm going around and just fucking putting shit up my ass and just putting it back on the table everywhere.
Well,
the thing is, people are talking about this virus like it's something new. It's actually always been around.
Well, it's the novel strain, right? That's why they're calling it,
Man, I hope zombies come alive. Yes. I'm ready to shoot some shit.
I just think that more people than are aware, have caught it. But because most people are experiencing mild symptoms, you basically feel like you have some type of cold/mild flu. So you don't go to the hospital for that. You hunker down, you drink your orange juice, have a chicken soup, pound some NyQuil, take off work a few days,
use some
and then you're
toilet
back
paper.
to business.
Don't forget the toilet paper. Come on, Robert.
These people aren't going and getting tested, so I feel like the numbers are skewed. Only the people who are at risk and getting really ill from it, who have to go to the hospital, are getting tested, and they're saying, "Oh, this is the percentage of the death rate, and this, that, the other." And I think it's magnitudes more people than they have recorded have actually come down with the thing.
And then one thing I always kind of point out is don't forget China is notoriously overpopulated, and they're not living in the same conditions we are.
Correct.
So
you heard it here. Justin said they deserve it.
Because of all the pollution,
I did not say any such thing. I just said that they're most definitely not, living the same, health care and, proximity to people that we're living in.
Yeah. The luxuries of life.
But also the air pollution, could also play a role in people's susceptibility.
And eating bats. What?
Stop.
I'm sorry. I watched too much YouTube. I apologize.
You went too far.
I went too far? You never go too far.
Nope.
Corona. They
Corona.
should name the cafe Corona Cafe.
What?
I don't know. Sorry. I was reaching for that one. I apologize. So everybody's. So you think it's gonna have a effect for TIACon? Do you think it's gonna hurt the attendance going?
May or may not. I mean, it depends on how people are reacting to this.
Okay.
I hate to think my hotel room got broken into so they could take my toilet paper.
Whoa. Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
Take my toys.
Yeah, fuck your money and fuck your toys. I want
to tell Spiro, do an inventory count. We need to make sure no one took our just the toilet paper. We're good. I got this old T-shirt.
Are you rooming with Spiros and them?
Yeah, let them crash with me.
Oh, nice. Well, that's cool. Saving that money. All right.
That's the way to do it.
Gotta pay for food. I mean, I was gonna make him pay for beer, but joke's on him. I don't drink, so.
Oh, that's good. Good job. All right. What we got now?
I think that's it for the news.
Did we get any questions? Oh, we didn't get MP Collector question, did we?
No, we got a TJ question.
I think we're gonna start after questioning MP Collector's #1 SCU fanboy
devotion.
Stance.
Yeah, devotion. Yeah. I don't think he listens. I don't think he listens anymore. I really don't think he listens to us.
Submits questions.
Yeah, he just submits questions. He don't listen to us.
MP Collector, if you listen to our show anymore, I want it referenced. I want you to put the term. Let's see what outlandish term.
Timestamp.
No, we don't need timestamps. No? Just a word.
We got enough timestamps thanks to you.
In your next question, I need you to reference both chicken soup and toilet paper. Yes. And then we'll know you're listening.
And then convince me you're not really Retro Robot Radio in disguise, trying to take us down.
Triple R, man, we hadn't heard him for years, man.
Yeah, because he's sitting there, he's all like, "Well, Justin's not making content. I can't steal it anymore."
Ooh. I don't know what that means. So cool.
Oh God, you were there. It
No,
was
I
in the
wasn't.
beginning. He was taking Justin's content, and Justin was like, "What are you doing?" He's all like, "It's cool, bro. It's
It's
mirroring."
cool, bro. It's cool, bro.
Oh yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
He did that before. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Triple R. Come on, man. All right, let's read TJ Duggett's.
It's TJ Omega.
Oh, is it TJ
Not
Omega?
TJ. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ on the condors.
On a goddamn condor of all things.
Jesus Christ on a corn dog stick. God
TJ
damn.
asked, with many fans, including myself, planning to attend TFCon next week,
Yay!
I thought it'd be a good opportunity to ask each of you what are some of the best convention purchases you've made are, and what are some of the worst? That's a good question.
That is a good question. God,
So
I bought
all
so
our
much
one,
shit.
TJ.
I bought
So I'm
so much
gonna
shit.
throw out what I think is probably my worst and possibly my best. The MMC Azalea that I got. Obviously I haven't messed with the new one, but the old one, because that toy is just not
Reformatted.
good. Yeah, it's just not good. But the experience of getting it was like first time meeting everybody, on Shirecast in person, and that made it worth it. I still have that toy for that reason. So that was probably my best and worst purchase. I can't think of anything else specifically, because usually when I go to a con, it's like it's all stuff that I'm looking for. Like I would have bought offline anyway, so like I can't think anything that I was like, oh, that was terrible, because it all just kind of blends in with what I would have pre-ordered or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the memorable moments I had was I was standing in line with Robert, and they just announced real quickly the black version of MMC Azalea, the newer one.
Mm-hmm.
And Robert grabbed me. He's like, "Let's go." I'm like, "I don't want to go. What are we getting?" He's like, "It doesn't matter. Let's go get it." And we were like the first or second person in line to get that. And so that was really memorable of that. But I bought so much shit at the TFCons. I can't remember everything I bought that was, But I mean, everything I bought was cool. I still have it. But yeah.
I can think of a slightly bad one. I would say it was my first time I went to a TFCon. It was actually the Canadian one, and that someone had a GoBots thruster, which is like the villain equivalent of the command center. But this thing was like in rough shape, but like it was dirt cheap, so I bought it. But then like ultimately I decided I couldn't like complete it, so I just ended up buying a brand new one anyway. So that was kind of a bad purchase, just because I was excited in the moment, So yeah, that's all I can think of.
What about you, Robert?
One of my it's either the best convention purchases, right? The last TFCon, my favorite pickup was the Red Dragon. What company is that again?
Yeah, Fans Product. No,
Jin Bao? No. Jian Xiang?
Something like JX figure.
Jian Xiang or something, the Red
Something like
Dragon.
that.
That's a beautiful piece. But the most memorable was I think it was North Carolina. Is that where we went? The first one that I went to? Yeah. That one, when me and Matt went to a parts party. I remember that.
Oh yeah, good memory. Yeah.
Wasn't there like a dude in drag there stealing?
Yeah. Was he? I
Yeah,
think he
his
was.
shoplifting. And
He's a big fan of Headmaster Don.
yeah.
And I think Headmaster Don looked at us like, "What is this guy doing?"
Like, go ahead, she likes you.
She likes you.
But I remember I got MP Sunstorm, and I think I got the
Starscream.
And no, Starscream, right? I got the Starscream, but I also got the Perfect Effect. What do you call it? Reflector, and that was cool. I really enjoyed that. The parts party was fun. That's really faded away, and that's really been a fun thing because, it's like you go into this room and you feel more like you're exploring, and you can find more gems, and you can haggle more too because they're not paying for a table, But
They want to get rid of this shit.
Yeah, so that was a good pickup. But the worst, I would say NJCC. That counts. I like to go there and find something truly terrible to put on Bobby's table, and I got like an old King Kong doll, and I put it. And at the time, he was in the side room. It was so funny. Like NJCC is not big, but it's really a fun time, because it's just like got a lot of guys from the RC, people from Jersey, from New York going there, and it's just a nice, more intimate affair, but it still has the vibe of a convention, just because everybody's just buying and selling toys, and you can really see some gems. It's not like official dealers are there, and but I put he was in the side room, like he got I don't know who he pissed off, but he wasn't even in the main room. He's down a hallway next to the bathroom, and it's like this little room. It used to be the NECA room. Like that's where you'd go to for the NECA stuff. So it was attractive. Like, oh, where's the NECA room? Let's go look in the NECA room. But this just became like the redheaded stepchild room,
the sideshow children room.
Yeah, and I remember I gave him the gorilla. I bought it for $20, and I found out he sold it for $5. The prick. But listen, that day was still memorable for me. I got my car. He had karma, bit him in the ass, because that was the day we were hanging out, and a guy, I'm standing by the table with him, and this guy walks up with a girl, and he holds up his camera, and he's like, would you mind? And Bobby's like, oh yeah, man, sure. And he pulls his mask out, he puts it on his head, and then he stands next to the guy, and the guy's like, no, I meant, could you take a picture of me and my sister? And Bobby, he saw that I noticed, like that was what devastated him.
Mm-hmm. I remember that I was there in that room.
Yes,
it was an amazing moment.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
I could just see Robert just put his hand over his mouth like,
he was devastated. His head hung low. Oh, God. And he kept the mask propped up on the top of his head. Huh?
I hope you hugged him.
No, because I was walking around trying so hard not to laugh. Like, I was laughing inside, and he knew it. It was a fun moment.
Dude, that was memorable to me because I got to go to NJCC last year also, and I stayed with Robert and everything. I got to hang out with him a lot, and like I said, it's a small show, but it's really close, and you get to talk to a lot of people, like you said, ROC, you got New York Mike, and all those wonderful people and everything, and it's just they get their whole little section, like just like a big section of just ROC stuff, and it's a really good time. It's a small show, but it's a really fun time. I would love to go back to one. To be honest,
they're having one in a couple of weeks, but I'm not going. My sister's supposed to be visiting from England, and it sounds like she's canceling her trip because of this fucking coronavirus. But then again, I'm not going to any kind of congregation of people, I mean, you don't know. I mean, that's the thing. It's like this whole thing is like this paranoia, and I know people are paranoid, but at the same time, there's always the question, what if? So you err on the side of caution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some of us don't get a chance to.
Are you going to wear a mask?
I don't know.
Masks are only good if you're sick, and you're preventing your speed. What's it called? Sputum? What's it called?
Spit.
Your spit particles and snot particles from going out into the air. But if you're wearing a mask and you're not sick, that's not going to help you not get sick.
Dude, you want to talk about getting some gold mines right there? Get some masks, man.
Yeah, sell people of masks. Yeah.
If you want to make some money, Oscar, sell some masks. You'll get a lot of Transformers.
Shady ass shit.
You can't find anywhere.
And toilet paper. Sell toilet paper too.
So my turn.
Okay, go right ahead.
This purchase at a convention was at TFCon in Charlotte when I met all you guys. I was in the same parts party as you, Matt, and Robert.
Oh.
And Robert bought me the Sunstorm MP that iGear made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still got him. He's in the bedroom next to the wedding combiner. TFC Defensor that hasn't aged well at all. At all.
No, mine took a shelf dive because he didn't age well at all. And then he got sold.
Yeah.
He's like, what are knees?
I can't say that. That's
what are knees?
Who needs ankles? Goodbye, cruel world.
Yeah, good. Yeah. I can see goodbye, cruel world. I'm gone.
that Sunstorm, a lot of good memories that year. So it's
was a good tip, man.
Yeah, it's on the shelf in the bedroom, next to the wedding combiner. I dust him every other week because I don't want him to be, he'll look like he's dark gray if I don't. And I think the worst purchase ever would have to be that fucking Voodoo.
Oh, right.
That black iron.
Oh yeah, the Ironhide.
So
Everybody was sitting around trying to transform.
and I'm
their
not
damn
putting
voodoo.
I'm not putting Toy Voodoo on blast.
Yeah, you are.
Toy Jojo on blast. They
Toy
helped me
Voodoo.
out as much as they could. Yeah. But that one, following the instructions, I watched like 7 different videos on this. Following those fucking instructions, you're supposed to pull the back out, I believe.
Mm.
And every time I did it, one of the legs would always snap off.
Yeah.
And so I sent it out. They sent me another one back. Okay, look at the instructions. I looked at
It's
more
the same
videos.
thing.
Start that step, broken. So I email them on Facebook. All right, yeah, send it back to us. Again, Toy Dojo gets a big fucking love for me on this.
I like some Toy Dojo.
I ship it out to them, and then, hey, we got your package today. And they go, I don't want to sound like a jerk. Do you want us to transform it for you?
Oh!
Yes, please.
Yeah, that was Pake. That was Pake.
So I was like, so I go, yeah, I'd be very appreciative.
Oh, that's nice.
Apparently,
That's
I
nice.
ham hawked the shit. I mean, I got pissed when they asked me. I was so mad, but I was like, yeah, I'd be very grateful.
I would be, but I'd be like, okay, I guess.
So he shipped it out to me. As soon as I got it home, I'm like, hey, who wants to buy this voodoo?
Dude,
know what
so
I broke?
many. Dude, so many people from the ROC were wanting to get that damn thing, and then they, I think, tried to transform it one time or something and broke. Everybody was trying to sell that piece of shit that year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I
And then
remember
wasn't
seeing
he like
everybody
a-
had it, and I
was it-
felt like I'm like, did I miss out on this? And then I heard all the horror stories. I'm like, oh no, I dodged that bullet.
It was $80,
Yeah.
right? Wasn't it like $89?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was like $90 I paid for that bitch.
Yeah.
I was mad as a fucking
He
hornet,
said-
man. Like it's Ironhide, right? And you know, we always paint Ironhide to be like this dumb redneck, right? So, and it's a black deco of Ironhide, so you know, it's fucking perfect. And it's the Diaclone colors, so everyone knows Diaclone. He was a black minivan. So I wanted to, like, you know, I had a lot of plans for this figure. I was like, it's gonna be the A-Team band. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Instead, I just got this thing that kept fucking breaking. And I'm looking at all these reviews, like, pull out the legs. Okay, crank. Oh, what the fuck?
Put out the legs. Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, pull out the leg. First you start here. And I watched like Optimus. I watched fucking anyone who had this fucking figure. I'm like, okay, that's how you do it. Okay. But nope.
You had to have Pake
And
transform.
wasn't it actually an issue with the black mold though? Like, weren't the medic version, and did they ever release the Ironhide? I think the Ironhide came like super late, but I'm
No,
pretty sure the medic version fixed things on the mold.
Well, like I know the black one was the Ironhide, and then Ratchet came out first,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Potion was his name or some shit like that, something dumb.
Right.
Yeah.
But then the red actual Ironhide, I think he came out like after they were pretty much dead at that point. Like, I
Yeah.
think he was like out immediately on clearance. But I think Ratchet had fixed some of the issues.
Yeah, so I mean, I remember being just like, never like I busted some third-party toys, and sadly Justin's had to fix them, but I've never was such a consistent breakage issue. I remember just putting it back in his box. Fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, man. Fuck you and everything you represent.
They haven't released anything since, have they?
No.
Yeah, that will kill a company real quick. Look at Crapagonics.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. Look at all 6 of the ones you have.
I know, that's the only one at the bottom. Gross. No, I only have 3 left, and they're not in good shape at all.
You should film yourself shooting one since you have guns.
Ooh, I could. No, I can't shoot them here. I had to take them to the country. I can't.
That's fine, but film yourself rolling on the ground like, freeze, you piece of shit, you're not going anywhere. And then have someone hold crap gun and say, oh, please don't shoot me, man. I'm good. No, I don't believe you, man. Roll Tide. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
And
Roll
then
Tide.
just gun it down.
Take that to the cafe, bitches. Crapagonics.
I'll see you in the realm of hell.
Yeah, I'll see.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang. Yeah. I can't think of any other stuff as far as TFCon, but
I want to talk about this. It's
Let's
not
do it.
Transformer related. So apparently, Matt, this would have interested you like a few years ago before you sold all your Marvel Legends stuff. But so the Incredible Red Hulk is in Target stores nationwide.
I'm gonna buy him out and paint him green.
Yeah. And so it's just funny seeing people like Marvel Legends collectors get so rabid over this. I think the most rabid I've ever been over a toy, and that's what I want to ask anybody. Has there ever been something released that you wanted so bad, but it sold out at every fucking turn?
yeah, I can name one recently: the Rat Bat and Frenzy 2-pack of Siege, the Battle Masters. I cannot find those. I've never seen them. Everybody sold out, and I would like to have that one. Have you seen with that Red Hulk? Have you seen people been replacing it with the Build-A-Figure Hulk?
I've seen the video of the guy running it over, trying to prove a point that they're just toys, and people are like, "Hey, back high!
I want that. I want that.
Why did you do that? I would have bought that, bro. You got to build
gave it
that
to me
plastic, bro."
You should have bought it for me and gave it to me for free. Why? Because I'm a big fan. I don't. Okay.
No, my favorite is the people selling them. Like, some people are selling them for like fucking $80, right? And they're like, well, you see, they're $30. I have to drive to 4 different Targets. That's at least, an extra $30 in gas. Then shipping it because it's heavy, bro. So that's another $20. That's why the price is the way it is.
But you was going to the store anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, just give it time. I've seen pictures where there's like 8 or 9 on the fucking shelf. Just give it time.
It's the shit that I see like back when they had that 2-pack of the Juggernaut and fucking Wolverine. I'm sorry, and Colossus. People were going crazy for it. Now it's peg warming.
Yeah.
So,
well, you got to have it fast. I mean, I understand that. I want it first too. I know I don't usually get it first. Sometimes I get lucky, and I get it first. And
I mean, honestly though, like with people like that, like if you're so concerned about getting it, then go on any of the billions at this point of like online retailers and just pre-order one there or whatever. Because like, I've never placed an order with BBTS for, like Earthrise, and they're like, oh, sorry, we can't fulfill that. No, it's fine. Like, I'll get it. I may get it a little later than someone who was lucky enough to find it at Target or Walmart, and maybe I paid $5 more, but at least I got it, and like, I didn't have to pay some crazy internet premium,
Right, well, in the case of like BBTS, they do end up picking up the occasional, because the Red Hulk is a Target exclusive.
Okay. Yeah, well,
it makes sense. So if it is available, it's going to be posted up at a markup. Like, I've seen the Chosen Prime do it. Of course, let's harken back to earlier episodes when I accused BBTS of scalping.
Scalpers.
Back when the whole Fall of Cybertron Thundercracker was the buzz figure to get.
Mm-hmm.
And they were selling him for like fucking. No, it was Thundercracker, Bubba. That was the one I was looking for.
Oh, okay, my bad. Well, a lot of people got mad because Skywarp was an Amazon exclusive, and a lot of people missed out. And he was going for like over $100, I think, at one time.
Yeah,
I think he still is going for $100. And
the thing is, you have to, like it, especially for Amazon exclusives, you have that opportunity to pre-order because it's not a storefront. So you have that opportunity to pre-order it. That's what I did with that Skywarp when he was announced. All right, pre-ordered. I picked him up. I paid retail for him.
Me too.
So the thing is, people will wait for it to be in stock. It's the same thing with Jetfire. I pre-ordered Jetfire. I paid the $80 for him. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I pre-ordered all that stuff that was at the Toy Fair. That stuff's pre-ordered at Amazon, and I'm gonna get one. So yay.
Yeah. So the only bad part is those goddamn Rat Bat and fucking Frenzy figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find.
It's not Rumble. It's Frenzy.
Frenzy. Whatever you want to call them that week. I just don't have it. So.
I don't either. I'm gonna look for that shit too. If they got it, I'm picking it up.
It'd be like $35,000.
Yeah, how much for those how much for those spy cassettes? $50, my friend.
What? $50? You know what? At this moment in time, I would pay $50 for them.
Wow. Go on
Well, that's
eBay,
not-
bro.
I mean-
Get them from China. If get them from China, they're on eBay. I sent Spiro a link a while ago.
Are they really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I saw one guy selling in America for like fucking 25 ships.
Oh, that's
If
not
you
bad.
want them that bad.
Oh, they were only $10 figures. Okay, 50 may be a little too much. I would pay 25 to 30. I wouldn't hurt on that.
Check eBay.
Or
I will. I'll check on eBay. I'll check on Roll Tide. Boom, boom. We got any other questions? Any questions?
I only asked that because I just find it to be funny because I was part of that frenzy at one point. No pun intended, because we were just talking about it. But
Well, Transformers does that too. It goes through those little phases of people had to have it quickly.
oh, remember, it was the Grapple was the most recent one, but not to the extreme as the Red Hulk's ordeal. You know.
Yeah, I mean, Arthros, I was, everybody around me was getting them, and I wasn't finding them, but finally, eventually, I got stuff at the store. Then Haney got his shipment in, and I ordered from him, and really good dudes. They got to quit. I mean, they sent them before I could, because I talked to Joe. He works for Haney, and it was on a Tuesday, and I said I could pay you tonight, and he already mailed them off for me before I could even pay him. So that's really cool. I got
It's mailed very fast. Agabies.com. You get 150 free shipping. It's where the girls.
Toy Dojo really. Hey, Toy Dojo ships out really quick too. Also,
you know who doesn't ship out quick? BBT.
Big Bad Toy Store.
They're just like, oh, you want to ship your stuff now? Give it a week.
Too bad. TF Store.
Give it a week and we'll get it in the mail.
I'm getting my Prime from 3-0 on Friday, so I'm excited about that. Yay. I've been waiting for that fucker since last TFCon, actually, in October. Good stuff. All right.
Yeah, big shout out to Stasis Lock, who apparently I had Tyler Gillette blocked, giving me a shout out as the alpha male.
Yeah, shout out to Stasis Lock, man.
I had Tyler Gillette blocked, so apologies to Tyler. Probably, I don't know, in my defense, you probably said something I thought was really dumb, so I blocked you. So apologies, bro. No offense was intended with that.
Yes, it was.
And apparently it was a while ago, too.
They want to do some collabs with us. We should. They're a good bunch of dudes, man.
They're a bunch of gentlemen.
They love some Beast Wars.
There's nothing wrong with loving them Beast Wars. I just wish there was an actual orange tiger Beast Wars character. Fuck, would it have been so hard?
Oh, girl, they're great. No?
Game with cereal?
Frosted Flakes? No? Okay. Is this mic working? Hold on. Hello?
Don't eat the microphone. I heard you fucking smart.
Okay, my bad.
He says sucking his mic.
Anyway, Stasis Lock. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, shout out to Stasis Lock. You want to do something? You know the name. You know the game. OSCARALONSO. Reach out. I don't know how you would want to collab. This shit ain't a fucking rap album.
His name won't come up in the search because you're still blocked.
Got him. I was gonna say this ain't a fucking.
You should keep being like, well, did you spell it right? And like keep changing the spelling of your name.
That's fucked up.
I was gonna say this ain't a rap album, and no one on this show is clearly a fucking Eddie Dustmites. Which fucking Cold Slither, listen to it. It's out. Show some love. Fucking goddamn Dustmites, man. When you think a guy like I had like we used to call him back home in Jersey City bedroom producers. This is back when music software was first coming out, and now that's an offensive term, but Eddie Dustmites really does transcend and make some really sick shit. When you got old crickety ass Southerners at my job listening to some shit that Eddie Dustmite produced, and they're just like, that ain't bad. That's pretty good. There's some boy in Jersey made that. Yes, sir. Wow.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
Makes you want to get diabetes.
Makes me want to eat a honey bun and complain about foot pain the rest of the day.
Oh, I love some honey buns. Hey, what's y'all's favorite pastry?
Yeah, I could fuck up some honey buns, man. I ain't lying to you right now.
I ain't either. Do you put like a little little thing of butter and put it in the microwave for about 20 seconds?
No, like back when I used to eat them a lot, I just nuke them for like 10 seconds and destroy them.
Oh, yeah.
Seconds, like
But,
2
dude,
seconds of
put some butter. Put a little butter on there. Not a lot. Just a little touch.
I don't need butter, man. It's
You
already
do
got
need
all
butter.
this other shit on it.
Motherfucker, we're in the South. You better act like it.
Hell
Put some
no.
motherfucking slab of butter on that motherfucker. Put it in for about 15 seconds. Just 15. Don't do it too much because you might scorch it. And, man, that is just buttery heaven. I'm telling you, hit me up, man. Hit me up in the comments, people, you know, the 3 people that listen to us. Hit me up in the comments. Tell me if y'all do that. All right? Because we are going downhill. I just want y'all to remember that. We are downhill. So just remember, butter and honey buns. 15 seconds. Roll Tide.
And
That's
insulin,
good.
insulin
off,
pen.
When
Hope you can afford your insulin pen and your toys if you keep that up. Secondly, you're one of those sick fucks, aren't you, Matt? Like the ones that put butter in your coffee?
No, I don't drink coffee, so no. I'm not one of those.
I like how that's the qualification is that he doesn't drink coffee. Not that he wouldn't consider that even if he did
I
drink
would
coffee.
consider it.
He's just
Hell
like,
yeah,
I
butter
don't drink
makes everything
coffee.
Better, man. Fuck that shit.
He's like,
Come
but
on,
butter inside my water is great.
You never had butter water? You never had butter?
I've had Butterface. Butterface, get it? Butterface. All right.
Oh, you would know because your wife married it. Oh,
Yeah,
man, burn, bro.
That's true.
Also, in response to Matt saying that SCU is on decline, when we officially decide to tap out, follow our new podcast, Honey Buns 15 Seconds in the Microwave, over on Podbean.
We could talk about pastries for an hour. I wouldn't care. And I'm going to punch Oscar's cat in the face.
I'm going to fucking stuff your pug in a meat grinder.
Oh,
Making a bird watch you eat.
mean. I'm going to kick your cat over a field goal.
I want to sit there and see how much of your pug I can put in my cigarette lighter.
Oh, that sucks. No, what's y'all's favorite pastries?
Mine's regional. I don't know. Robert may have them there, but the Tasty Cake brand.
We talked about those before.
The Tasty Cake's
we got
amazing.
those down here.
I very much like their coconut cream pie and their chocolate eclair little pie things.
Ooh.
Mm. There's I guess my favorite, if I had to pick one, I don't really do pastries, but the best one I would have is, you know, Joe KW, Paul C, they'd know this one. It's called Don Tot. It's a little pie, a little egg custard like pie, like
egg.
It's like this custardy little tiny pie, and you get it like Chinese bakeries, and it is so damn good. It's like a flaky dough, and it's so good. And they're very, very addictive. You know.
I am not familiar.
Oh yeah, ever go for dim sum? They look like little pies with the yellow filling.
Dim sum.
You ever do dim
You know, I
sum?
think I do know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they usually get them with dim sum. They're hot and fresh. Oh my god.
Has anybody tried the KFC donut chicken sandwich yet?
You have. You put some butter on it.
I haven't yet. I thought about it. My wife looked at me like I was stupid when I told her I wanted one, but I haven't got one yet.
I've only seen it advertised to me, ironically, on one of your videos, Matt. It was like,
Here in Florida, there was a restaurant in Orlando. They served what was called a Luther. And some people may not know about Luther Vandross, one of the greatest R&B singers of all time. Rest in peace. He cracked the joke about making a makeshift burger out of 2 donuts and a patty. So this restaurant still serves a Luther. It is a burger with all the fixings, and your buns are 2 glazed donuts.
Nice.
That shit put me to sleep like 20 seconds after I ate it.
It had to, man. It had to.
I woke up with them stabbing me in the heart with an insulin pen.
Now, was it Luther with the can't get right curl Luther, or was it the later on Luther? He had that curl that just can't get right.
Here's a hint. Never too much, never too much, never too much. Oh.
Luther.
My God, that was delight is what that was. Like, I remember I went with my cousin Malin and the girl I was dating at the time, I think it was Charlotte. I drove down there, met up my cousin Malin and her fiance at the time named Chip.
Hey,
no, like, shut the fuck up, Chip. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Oh,
Is that what you always told him to shut the fuck
video.
up?
I showed him that video, dude. He would be like, "Oh, it's fucked up." But like, we go to this restaurant. He's like, "They have the Luther here." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He tells me the story. I'm like, "Oh my god, let's do this." So we both ate it. We were just like, So I was like, I'm eating a donut that has like mustard and ketchup and mayo on it, pickles, lettuce, tomato.
It's the best thing ever.
I bite into the donut. You taste the sweet of the donut. You taste everything else. You're like, oh, this is fucking me up. But then you hit the meat. You're like, oh, that meat's so good. Then you hit another donut. Oh my god, this is fantastic.
My heart is kicking my ass right now.
And I just remember the girl Charlotte. Yeah, it was Charlotte because she leaned over. She was like, she used to call me old boy because Oscar, right? So she's like, "You okay, old boy?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to drive."
Why? Because I just shit my pants.
I have just shit my pants. From this
It's all right. I understand.
In a good way.
I shit my pants too when I eat that burger.
Matt, you need to do the review. You have to do the
For the chicken and donut? Yeah, I thought about it. I may
I
do
don't
that.
think you can put mustard on that thing though. You shouldn't do that. I don't know.
No, I'm going straight. I'm going straight dry. I'm going straight
You
dry.
should do it in your car after you buy it, and make sure the first words out of your mouth are, "Hi, everybody. Just got out the gym. Time for my protein." Bust out that sandwich.
I may do it. I may do that.
Shoot it from a GoPro so that after your first bite and you have that heart attack, you just crash into a tree and it's all recorded.
That's fucked up, man. You want me to die? You want me to die?
No, you'll survive.
Man, I say if I die this weekend, you're gonna feel bad.
You know what? We should put a strap-on insulin pen on Gator and train him to stab you if you pass out.
I'm gonna punch your guinea pig in the face.
You can. Azalea slap.
I'm gonna punch him in his good. I'm gonna punch him in his good eye. I'm gonna punch him in a good eye, man.
Or have Lisa and Gator in the car with you, and have her like cry as she watches you eat it. She'll be like, "No, baby, no."
I don't record. I don't record on my phone or anything like that. I don't do that. But I will.
Do that.
I will.
Bro, you got like an $1,800 smartphone. You got a good camera on that shit.
Oh,
okay?
I could. Yeah, I could do it. I mean, I don't know, maybe.
Lisa's like, why do you hate yourself so much, Matthew?
Have Lisa in the car with you and be like, "You want to buy it, honey?" And then when she says yes, you take it away real quick and then slowly shove the whole thing in your mouth in one bite.
Oh, damn no. Oh, y'all retarded. But I might get it this weekend and shoot a review on it like I did the Popeyes.
Shit a
He
review.
may. After he eats it, he may.
How many? Yeah, that's how you should rate these eating. You know, like the food reviews. You know, there's a lot of. You can delve into food reviews. You know, and there's a lot of. You know, you could like give it how many skid
heart
marks?
Attacks?
How many skid marks?
Oh, heart attacks. How many heart attacks will I give this? I give this a 3.5.
Look at it this way, Matt.
My aorta.
Someone in this podcast and anyone listening has to have heard of mukbangs by now.
Mm-hmm. I know of them.
Okay. Watch those, Matt. You're gonna be proud that you eat healthy next to those people.
Mm-hmm. They're terrible.
Just stay away from like Nick Avocado, whatever the fuck his name is. The guy tends to have like nervous breakdowns while he's eating it. He's just like, "I'm so fat." It's like, we don't eat a fucking 6 pounds of Doritos and a pizza, dipshit.
Why would you do that to yourself and then complain? So.
But I am this weekend. I think I will get that chicken sandwich, and I'm gonna do a review on it. Me eating it.
You should. I like it. So actually,
when you film yourself ordering it, Matt, you said to be like, "Hi, how y'all? Hey, y'all got a defibrillator on site? Yeah. Let me get that brand new super sandwich y'all got with donuts."
I would love for you to like do gags like with your props, like when you're like, "Oh, this is when you're doing your size comparisons and it's like a roll of toilet paper. Have a little chocolate on your thumb, and when you grab the toilet paper and put it down, there's like a thumb print."
No, I'm good. I will do it. I will do size comparison with toilet paper. Yes.
I want to tell you, Matt. Before I had my bout of food poisoning just yesterday, we had picked up some Popeye's chicken, which is why I ended up getting food poisoning apparently. But thanks to your review, we're like, let's try this chicken sandwich. And Badell was like, is this made right? Then she looked at it, she's like, okay, yeah, just pickles and mayonnaise, just like Matt said on his review. I was like, oh, look at you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Are you sure my dub? when I dubbed over that review.
Oh yeah, this shit was hilarious, dude. Yeah, everybody go check out Oscar's dub of my chicken sandwich review. It's really good.
What would Starscream do? Next thing I know, bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, that's all it did. Yeah, so to get the spicy, there's a regular one, a spicy chicken. The mayonnaise is spicy. So the chicken's not spicy; it's the mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, really? Interesting.
So yeah.
Wouldn't have known that.
But anyway, so all right, well, that was a fun show. I had a great time. Good shit.
Yeah, let's take us out of here.
Okay.
All right, well.
Okay.
As always, I can unlock my phone.
As always.
As always, what was my password? Shit.
Gotta change it again.
So as always, check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Shattercast. Also check out our good friends off the Cool Table Network from Enter the Realm all the way to Toy Detox, because they're back.
Yay.
What was it? Nerd Podcast Up, the one that Jason Lowry's on. Shout out to that one. I don't remember the name, dude. I'm sorry. Breaking the Mold. Be sure to check out T2RX6's YouTube channel.
Sexist.
Robert D, your local courthouse. Check out mine at Oscar and J-Boy. And of course, our boy Deluxe at TransFan32. Hi.
Hey.
So on behalf of Primus, we ask that you please collect responsibly, be good to yourselves and each other. And as what our boy Ironhide would say, shut the fuck up, Chip.
Good show. Good show.